My name is Thomas. I'm 85 years old. I'm sitting in the living room right now. The same one we picked out furniture for 43 years ago. The couch is different. The curtains too. But the light comes in the same way.
I've been thinking about a specific moment. It happened 21 years ago, March, a Saturday morning. I remember the last time my wife looked at me like she used to. I didn't know it was the last time. That's the thing about last times. You never know. Her name was Claire. We met when I was 26. She was 24. We got married a year later. People said we were rushing. Maybe we were. But when I was with her, everything made sense. She had this way of looking at me. It's hard to describe. Like she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. Like I was more than I thought I was. It made me feel solid, real. I took it for granted. For years, I took it for granted. We had a good life. Not perfect, but good. We bought this house in 1982, raised 2 daughters here, had the usual struggles, money, stress, disagreements about small things that felt big at the time. But we were together. At least I thought we were. Somewhere in the middle of it all, I stopped paying attention. I don't know exactly when it started. Maybe when the girls were teenagers. Maybe before that. I was tired a lot. Work was demanding. I was managing a team, dealing with deadlines, coming home drained. Claire would ask me about my day. I'd give her the short version. She'd tell me about hers. I'd nod. I'd half listen. I thought I was listening, but I wasn't really there. She started asking me less. At first I didn't notice. Then I did, and I felt relieved. It was easier, less to keep track of, less to respond to. I thought it meant we were comfortable, that we didn't need to fill every silence. I didn't realize she'd stopped trying. Our daughters grew up. They went to college. They moved away. It was just the 2 of us again. I thought it would feel like the beginning, like when we first got married. But it didn't. The house was quieter. We ate dinner together. We watched television. We went to bed. But something was different. She was still there, but she felt far away. I'd catch her looking out the window sometimes, just staring. I'd ask, "What are you thinking about?" She'd say nothing and smile. But it wasn't the same smile. I told myself she was fine. We were fine. I told myself that for a long time. The last time she looked at me that way was March 16th, 2004. I remember because it was our anniversary. 31 years. I'd forgotten. Not completely. I remembered that morning. But I didn't plan anything. I thought we'd just have a quiet day. We didn't need to make a big deal out of it. She didn't say anything. We had breakfast. I read the paper. She did the crossword. Around noon, she said, "Do you want to go for a walk?" I said, "Sure." We walked through the neighborhood. It was cool out. Early spring. The trees were just starting to bud. We didn't talk much. We never did on walks. But then she stopped, right in front of the Hendersons' house. They had a magnolia tree in full bloom. She looked at it for a long time. Then she turned to me and said, "Do you remember our first apartment?" I said yes. She said, "There was a magnolia tree outside the window. You said it was the ugliest tree you'd ever seen." I laughed. I didn't remember saying that, but it sounded like something I would have said. She smiled. A real smile. The kind I hadn't seen in a while. She said, "I loved that tree." We stood there for a minute, maybe longer. Then she looked at me, really looked at me. And for a second, it was there again. That look that made me feel like I mattered, like I was enough. She didn't say anything. She just looked at me. I should have said something. I should have told her I remembered the tree, that I remembered the apartment, that I remembered how she used to sit by the window in the mornings with her coffee and just stare at it. I should have told her I loved her, but I didn't. I just smiled, and we kept walking. That was it. That was the last time. A few months later, I noticed she was getting tired more easily. She said it was nothing, just getting older. But it wasn't nothing. By the end of that year, she was diagnosed. Ovarian cancer. Stage 3. We fought it. Chemo. Radiation. Surgery. She lost her hair. She lost weight. She got weaker. But she never complained. She'd sit in that chair by the window. The same one she sits in now when I imagine her here. And she'd look outside. I tried to be there for her. I really did. I took her to appointments. I made her meals. I sat with her. But I didn't know what to say. I kept thinking there would be time, that we get through this and then we talk. Really talk. I thought there would be a moment where I could tell her everything I should have said years ago. But that moment never came. She passed away on a Tuesday, October 11th, 2005. I was holding her hand. The girls were there. Our daughters. They were crying. I wasn't. I don't know why. Maybe I was in shock. Maybe I'd already cried everything out. Or maybe I just didn't know how to feel what I was supposed to feel. After the funeral, people kept telling me how strong I was. They said she was lucky to have me, that I took such good care of her. I nodded. I said thank you. But I knew the truth. I didn't take care of her. Not the way she needed. I stayed in the house. I didn't know where else to go. For a while, I kept everything the same. Her clothes in the closet. Her books on the nightstand. her coffee mug in the cabinet. I thought it would make me feel closer to her. But it didn't. It just reminded me that she was gone.